The livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the.
What stopped you from falling victim to all the extra stuff, all the fast cars, all the beautiful women, you know, going to different countries, and what didn't deter you from, you know, staying focused into your craft?
Like you are right now, you want to make the money to change the world, right? In order to make the money to change the world, you got a choice to make. You can take chances, drink, party, smoke, bad women, fast cars, motorcycles. All those things are risky as to stop you from getting where you want to go. You can take chances, drink, party, smoke, bad women, fast cars.
And I know I can have fun in this, but like, this might not just be what completely make me happy.
Say it again, I couldn't hear you.
This might not just be what completely make me happy.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. The higher power gave you more.
But it's the pressure though.
I understand the pressure, but God built us different. Did you just tell me that?
I'm 23.
Say it again, I couldn't hear you.
I'm 23.
Say it again, I couldn't hear you.
I'm 23.
I'm 23. I'm 23.
I'll shake your head because I'm a businessman, but you know.
What?
Don't
You
bet
worried I
against
said
me.
it's a 50-50?
Don't bet against
It's
me.
a
No, the fuck
50-50.
I ain't never said no 50-50.
Who?
He fighting against me. He ain't no fucking 50-50.
In my opinion,
That's cool.
it's a
He
50-50.
let me be that.
That's good.
Don't bet your money on
That's
me.
good.
Don't bet your fucking money on me. Yeah, all right.
I said if you're the real deal,
Make a wager.
maybe.
Oh, all right.
No, I hope you win.
You got my DM. You can have my number if you want it.
Oh, you want to bet?
Oh, yeah.
I DM you. Listen, I'm saying, as I said in the media, if you win this fight, you're the real deal.
All right, you gonna find
All
out.
right. So if you're the real deal, you're gonna win.
I do. You
All right.
gonna find out.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Hey man, I told y'all, so whoever did not bet with Joseph Parker, stupid. I told y'all, y'all listen. Congratulations, brother. They prayed on his downfall. Stupid butts.
And I'm 24, man, so.
Stupid butts. Stupid butts. Stupid butts.
Stupid butts.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Oh, it's time to bleed. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Gotta make sure y'all smash this like button. Long-winded this morning, but I'm making a point. I'm making a point this morning. It's not what y'all think. It's not the point you think. Y'all think this is gonna be a roast session on Jared. It's really not. I just want to see something. I just want to see something. Let's do this roll call real quick. Mr. Jannard Hill, salute. Dow Big G, King Corleone. Shawa, salute, sis. Ball Masters Football, salute. G McCall, Louis Hinton. Ratchet since 91. CT Fat Boy, what up? Mind of Monster Moose, salute. CT Fat Boy in here 2 times, salute. Thomas, what's good? Rick Blackwell, Queen. Oh, Thomas, I ain't even checked that, the thing you sent me. I'm gonna check it as soon as I'm done here. Todd Swindle, CB Sports, Stormy B-Man in the building. Don't miss us tonight. Nerds on Culture, do not miss us. Warriors, come out and play, yay. Yeah, we talking about the Warriors tonight. Do not miss it. ES, salute, sis. Bob, Hendall, Rod Neal, Main Event Mark, Snoopy Mac, Ern Jordan, Star City J. Hey, man, where you been, brother? Star City J in the building, salute. Hen Dog, what's going on? Oh, it jumped on me. Dill Spoolie, all around strong. Bro, I missed you. I know you was up in here. Yeah, I ain't get out of work until, like, late. But we gonna get up, good brother. Who else in here? Jermaine Jubilee with the suplex, salute. Cameron Fields, salute. Mr. P. Depps, my brother Trick Nolte is in the building, salute. What's going on? 704 Joe, Cedric Taylor. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Daryl Alexander, salute. What's going on, bro? Freedom's March in the building. What's going on? All right, so let's get to it, man. I have nicknamed Bakole the Smart Bomb. And spell check is a mother effer. Let me tell you something. You know they had me spell this man's name wrong? Let me fix that. Spell check. See, I do these things on my phone sometimes. And, you know, spell check. First of all, spell check is from hell. All right, don't trust it. always review it before you click send. Because you will send someone the absolute most rude. It's always the worst case scenario. It's like, you know, I saw this meme of this dude looking nervous, right? It said, when your girl texts you, do I look fat? And you respond, no, with all the O's, and it autocorrects to moo. And dude says, I'm so effed. It's messed up, man. But I went to put Martin and for some reason to put Mike. Whatever, man, but we here. So anyway, I've nicknamed this brother the Smart Bomb. And I'm going to explain to you why. This was a setup fight, and I was talking about it last night. This was a setup fight, man. This was a, when I say setup, I don't mean there was no foul play. This was chess right here. This was chess. And this was a failure all the way uphill on Jared's team. This was all bad. This was all bad. Where do I begin? First of all, Jay Prince doesn't have anybody in that camp that really knows their stuff. That knows rankings and does homework on these guys? Or did they think they just had a 6'4" animal out of Ohio? And don't get me wrong, you know, Jarrett's probably a menacing looking person to to the average human being. But then when he stood next to Bakole, wasn't y'all like, yo, man, what is this? And here's the crazy part. Everybody in the boxing world is supposed to know who Martin Bakole is. He was boxing's best kept secret. He couldn't get a fight over there. Then you do a little homework on him. He punching Joe Joyce's headgear off in sparring. It's on YouTube. He punched his head off. Well, not head, he punched the headgear off. I was like, what's going on? Who is this? You know, he had a run-in with Michael Hunter, and he won, but Michael Hunter won, but he was injured, and he called him out at the end of this fight. He wants to run it back. This guy has I don't want to say like a unique style, but it's George Foreman 2.0. He has some defense when need be. I see the head movement there, but what I'm saying is this guy, apparently he could crack. Either he could crack or Jarrett Anderson don't have a chin. Did that conversation start yet? I've seen it. I couldn't put all the screenshots in there. Now, in all fairness, there was a lot of people saying Jarrett took his loss like a man. He didn't make no excuses. Because, you know, that's what they do with a lot of black fighters. I mean, only white fighters are allowed to say, hey, man, I got robbed. Hey, man, it was close, but I got robbed. There need to be an investigation. You know, only white fighters are allowed to say that, you know, when they lose a close fight, the world's in an uproar. But, you know, black fighters, we're not allowed that same luxury. We're not allowed to say, oh, man, we got robbed. Or when we're on the receiving end of a good call, we're not allowed to say, well, I deserve this win. I don't know what anyone's talking about. We have to be humble. That term humble is reserved for us. Humbled, boring, needs to engage more. All of that's reserved for us. So you're looking at Bakole. Jarrett Anderson's team was supposed to know who this man was. He didn't just pop up out of nowhere. He's been around for a long time. And salute to Marcus Walls in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He says salute Drew in the chat, man. Salute to you, good brother. Salute to you. The War Report in the building. Salute. Prince Savage, salute. He says it goes deeper. Big Turk exposed American heavyweight boxing. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And me and Stormy talked about this. You're not wrong. But I'm going to tell you something else, man. Tay Jones, wait till he goes live again, bro. There's a lot of stuff he was there hearing. You know, this was one of those things. It's like, yo, well played. Like I said, it's chess. Well played. Martin Bakole is the smart bomb. He's been there the whole time and nobody knew. In America, there was no excuse for people not to know who this man is. And I'm gonna go deeper than that. Not only is he black, but he's African. Why isn't he on Front Street? I mean, what? You expect him to be on Front Street? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, come on now. Come on now. He's what I call super black. He's not black American. He's from the continent of Africa. As it stands right now, this guy's an absolute menace. What they gonna do about it? Young Abel in that super chat, much love, man. He said Bakole fights like Mugabe and Foreman, powerful. Yeah, this guy's a problem. But what I'm saying is, those cats in the UK, they know he been a problem because he was beating guys up in the gym. True Boxing Night, salute. Andrew Gray, Chris Chandler, Jalen Hudson, salute. Listen, man. This guy, man, here's my concern. Y'all saw what he did. Now, outside of Big Bang Zhang, who's fighting him? Because Zhang he's long in the tooth, meaning he's old, and he just don't care. As a matter of fact, do not be surprised if Turk is making that matchup right now. Zhang versus Bakole. A lot of these guys, they're not wasting any time. They're not Turk is not wasting any time. He has the bank account to do it. And he's listening to Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn. And I'm gonna tell you how important that is. Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn, they know and understand the landscape. Their guys are not gonna be in the line of fire until the last possible moment. But these Americans, our American ignorance is our downfall. Jared Anderson was supposed to know who this man is. Jay Prince was supposed to put somebody on the team to say, yo, look, we're trying to keep Jared undefeated as long as possible until it can't be avoided. If we could sneak him in the ring with Usyk and Usyk has at least 2 belts, that'd be great. In other words, y'all, what I'm saying is someone was supposed to be on this team saying, yo, you know what, not this guy. You know why? I keep telling y'all. That Charles Martin fight was so telling. A lot of people ignore it. A lot of people were in and out. You know, you're eating your hot wings and you're looking at the TV and you're on your phone at the same time. No. He was supposed to get Charles Martin out of there in 4 to 5 rounds. He didn't do it. And then later in the fight, Charles Martin turned up on him. That's why I put that clip there. That was dangerous. That wasn't supposed to be happening later in the fight. He was supposed to be carrying Charles Martin. Charles Martin was going upside his head. If Charles Martin had a full camp, he beats him. I texted him there. I said, yo, if you had a full camp, I think you'd have beat him. Yes. And the reason why I'm talking about Mr. Bakole is because this guy is a natural talent and not spoken about. And he's already, quote unquote, humble. He's not a loud guy. He smiles a lot. Could it be that there's an attempt to freeze him out? Because I'm asking y'all, why hasn't he gotten an opportunity by now? Listen, man, all the older guys, and I'm saying older guys not because they're older, but I'm talking about as far as ring work. These guys are on their way out. Fury's on his way out. Deontay, we don't know what he's going to do next, but no one's pegging our brother to do something, you know, past the Zhang fight. We don't know what he's doing next, but this is just how the public is. They're not putting any stock in Deontay. They're not putting any stock in Fury. I mean, every person could come back with an outstanding win. But what I'm saying is those guys pretty much, there's a next wave. And Bakole's not no young, he's not no spring chicken, but no one's seen him. The American public hasn't seen him. So that what I'm saying is there's a new wave, and this is no disrespect to anybody except the Fury, because I hate that guy. But there's a new wave of people. Look what happened to Hrgović. Highly touted, but Turk put him in a ring with somebody that no one thought. Hrgović was the favorite in that fight, was he not? And he got the beats put on him. So everyone's like, wait a minute, what's happening? I'm going to tell you what's happening. Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn really understand the landscape. You see Eddie smiling like that? He knew this was going to happen. You know why? You know why? Listen, man, I was never sold. I was never sold on Jared Anderson. Why? I said, man, I can't gauge this kid. He has a big menacing look, and that's cool. He's athletic, that's cool. Fast hands, that's cool. He got power, that's cool, but he's beating everybody he's supposed to beat. And I said this a while ago, I want to see him in the ring with a crafty veteran. He still might win, but you might see some flaws. Into Charles Martin. And I said, you see that? I don't like that, man. And I said, he was supposed to beat Deontay Wilder? If he got that Wilder fight 3 years ago, Wilder would have knocked his head into the rafters. Boy, are you kidding me? Hell no. You think he beat Zhang? Makes you wonder, was he really beating up on Tyson Fury? This guy? I don't know, man. Might have happened, but I don't know. And listen, man, his attitude, that's something else. That's a whole other topic. but it's somewhat relevant. It's somewhat relevant. That's why I played those clips that I put together. It's very relevant though. I didn't like his marketing. They had him coming to the ring dressed like a convict, but he was paying homage to somebody. I'm like, you don't pay homage to somebody that's incarcerated by coming in the ring dressed like you're incarcerated, especially when you're a black man. Because what happens sometime later? DUI. I'm like, come on, brother. Come on, brother. Stop this. Then he comes to the ring with a pimp cane and a pimp hat. I'm like, what is this? I don't get the connection. Then I saw an interview where they asked him, hey, man, what would you be doing if you wasn't boxing? He's like, oh, you asked me this already. They said, no, I didn't. He's talking to a white man. He says, oh, I'd either be dead and in jail. Do you believe that? Or is that something that you hear them say about young black men all the time? If you ain't in school, you'll be dead and in jail. That's not true. You ain't in school. There's a few brothers I know that didn't finish school, but they went and got a trade, and they're plumbers and electricians, and they're making 6 figures. They're making more money than me. One mofo didn't even finish high school. He left, got a GED, and got a trade. He's an electrician. He has a company, and he does electric work in business buildings. Dude, I'd be shocked that he's not a millionaire. He's getting contracts. Didn't even finish high school. So what is this talk? I'd either be dead in jail. Who trained this kid to say that? Now, why am I bringing that up? He don't even know to have people in his camp to say, yo, my man, okay, I got a trainer here. I got Jay Prince helping me with my business and marketing and promoting, and I need somebody to watch these rankings. Because I don't care what y'all say. There's always somebody down in those rankings that could come up and beat you. Case in point. Nobody in America was thinking about Bakole. And look what happened. Eddie Hearn knew. Frank Warren knew. Getting these kids beat, man. Somebody was supposed to be on Jared Anderson's team to say, hold on. Him? Not now. We can avoid that, but I don't know what Turk was paying. Turk probably was putting money in these dudes' pockets more than I don't know, you getting in a title fight. That might have been his biggest payday, for all we know. And another thing I want to point out, we said this last night, me and Stormy, y'all might not remember, but when we had Charles Martin on the show, he said he got set up when he fought AJ. He went, they gave him his big bag, they gave him it was like $8 million or something. So he goes over to the UK and they got him sparring on fight week, like hard sparring. He said, man, they put me in the ring with these big African dudes and somebody broke my ribs. He said that. Go to my channel and find the show where we had Charles Martin on. He said one of those big dudes broke my ribs, man, and I went in there, I was fighting AJ with a broken rib. I would not be surprised if one of those dudes, if it was Martin Bakole. He probably did it. This dude is a killer, man. And you saw it. This dude's a whole problem. Now, as far as marketing is concerned, watch this. That's something we are concerned with over here. This guy's a hard-nosed worker. He ain't in here looking all pretty, and he has a dad body. And I'm not concerned with it. I'm looking at him, I'm like, man, that was impressive. But then again, it was Jared Anderson. And I was never sold on this kid. He's walking around with shades on and diamond earrings. Like, yeah, shine, young man. Because the kids, they like stuff like that. But I was not sold on his character. I didn't like it. I didn't like the people that was marketing him. I didn't like how he was being sold to us. It was disrespectful. Didn't like it. He does have an attitude issue. But see, here's the deal. If he backed it up in the ring, you can't tell him anything. And this is what I say about all these kids that get celebrated. I'm like, yo, man, you got to show me something. Let me tell you what else they were supposed to do. After that Charles Martin fight, they were supposed to hire Charles Martin and get him in the camp. That's what they were supposed to do. That's what they were supposed to do. What they were supposed to do was hire him. When Tyson Fury beat Steve Cunningham, cheated him out of his socks. Don't y'all know they paid Steve money to come to the camp? That's smart. They paid him, man. They said, no, we got to get this guy in the camp because he needs to show us what he did to knock Tyson on the floor. That's just smart business. They were supposed to, whenever he had a camp, they were supposed to get Charles Martin in there, put him on the payroll and say, yo, look, man, what you did is not supposed to be happening. So help this kid so that don't happen again. And after working with Charles Martin a few months, maybe this don't happen. Who was his sparring partners leading up to this fight? This was just wrong. And I'm not clowning the kid. I'm not lying on him. I'm saying this was crazy. This wasn't supposed to happen. The character flaws is there. But that aside, his whole team failed him. He wasn't supposed to be in the ring with Bakole, y'all. He was not. And it showed. He was not supposed to be there. There's nothing in there that says, hey, man, he needs to run that back. Nope. Jarrett needs to have about 3 or 4 or 5 fights against guys bigger than him where he's punching upwards. Get him back in the ring, or what? Hergovich just lost? Run it. And by the way, you just fought Bakole and look like that, there's no light work moving forward, bro. You can still call Charles Martin. Get some veteran advice. And by the way, listen, strategic-wise, he was supposed to have veteran advice. Sugar Hill was in his corner. Yeah.
Whoa! What the
You heard me. You heard me. Todd French in that super chat, much love. He says him and Zhang will be a firefight. Have mercy. Wow, yeah. Our brother Oddfella said that's possibly next up, man. I'd love to see that. That'd be great. That'd be great. Freedom's March in that super chat, much love. He said, these are facts. I did finish high school, went to a YA camp, got my GED in Job Corps, went through the military and have been an electrician for 18 years. Electricians are not broke at all. Every electrician I met made 6 figures. So all of that, I'd be dead in jail, man. He was trained to say that, man. Who's in this kid's head? Where's his dad at? I know his mom's was there. God bless her. But where's his dad at? He's a mama's boy, got mental issues, a security dog, getting DUIs. And getting on social media, being disrespectful to Bill. You shouting out Joseph Parker. I know y'all was in the Fury camp and all that, man, but nobody told this kid that boxing is an inside job and it's an inside club and you ain't in it, black man.
Stupid butts.
Oh yeah, I got the sound bite now, y'all. I don't know how to act.
Stupid butts.
Nobody told you? It's a club that you're not in?
Stupid butts.
Nobody told you, young man? He probably still don't get it. He probably still doesn't get it. He probably still don't understand. You think he understands? You think there's no... Yo, listen, every team should have a matchmaker there. It's supposed to be your trainer. Hey, man, they offer me this guy. Your trainer's supposed to look at it and say, look, hold on. Don't say nothing. Give me 2 days. Your trainer's supposed to do it. If he doesn't know this guy, we're in the age of technology. Get me homework on this guy. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who the hell is Todd Funcana from the Congo? Who's that? Give me some tape on him. Send me something. Let me see who he's fought. And he's down there fighting in 100-degree weather down in Jumanji, beating the hell out of people bigger than him, and he's 6'6". It's like, oh, no. You know what? No. Jarrett, no. No, I could beat this guy. No. Do you know who he is? Well, nah, I know the name, but no. Not him. And no one's gonna hold you to the fire because you're Jared Anderson. Ain't no one checking for this big ugly dude. But I seen some video and he's down in Jumanji. There's no ropes around those rings. There's vines, and he's beating up chimpanzees, gorillas. He suplexed the rhino. Yeah, but he's ranked 104 in the world. Yes. And you have the luxury to avoid this guy. Ain't no one gonna hold you accountable. I'd rather you fight Usyk 5 times than this guy. This guy's an animal. Nah. Give me Funcana.
Stupid butts.
He got hit with the whole continent of Africa the other night. You understand that? And the reason why Eddie Hearn is laughing is because he knew the whole time. He knew the whole time. Everything I said about Jarrett is true. It's not only my opinion. I'm not the only person that says that. Oh yeah. I'm gonna sum it up in language that we all can understand. Watch this, y'all. Jared Anderson, who's he fought?
What? Stupid butts.
Talk to me about his resume, y'all. You can't do it. Yeah, Mr. P. Dips, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, I know, Lawhorn, I know, but matchmaking in boxing is so important. It can help your fighter, but the educated boxing supporter knows better. Like, for example, we talk about the Black Murderers Row. It was a group of black fighters that were frozen out of title contention. Because if things were equal, Julian, what one? If all things were equal, I mean, who knows? I don't know who would have won between Charlie Burley and Sugar Ray Robinson. I know they didn't fight. You know what I mean? These were guys frozen out of opportunities. So in that aspect, matchmaking, see, that was racism though. But matchmaking, you're supposed to have somebody on your team to direct you away from certain people because they're supposed to know, yo, look, our guy's on fire, but stylistically, there's this guy down there in rank number 20 and rank number 32. These guys are making moves. If they keep winning, these guys are going to be a problem for our guys. So our job is to get them a title and get them as much money as possible where no one will notice that these 3 guys in low in the rankings will be a problem. Case in point. You think Canelo didn't know about David Benavidez the whole time? We're talking about they should have fought 3 years ago. I bet you he knew about David at least 6 years ago. Canelo Alvarez has some of the best matchmakers in the business. What do we say about the officers of Top Rank? The No Black Fighter board. It's real. Cameron Duncan, God rest the dead. He told us there's a no black fighter rule. Why do you think That Martin Bakole, I'm calling him the smart bomb now. He was the best kept secret. Then you find out that people were avoiding him and everything else. No, now we see. But in America, how do you market this guy? Tell me. There's only one way to market a 6'6", damn near 300-pound George Foreman reincarnated African. There's only one way to market him. Throw some Tiger's cape on him and have him screaming and hollering just like he is in this picture and present him as some sort of savage. How do you market this guy? Now, I won't like that. And I wouldn't want him to reduce himself to that. Hell no. He's soft-spoken and he seems like an intelligent man. You're doing just good with a suit, brother. But you know what Don King would do to him? Don King went full WWE on these foreigners. When he had Nikolai Valuev for a minute, when he was promoting his fight in New York, he took Nikolai Valuev to the top of the Empire State Building and was calling him King Kong. I said, Jesus Christ. I mean, I know he looked like a troll from Lords of the Rings, but you ain't had to do that to that man. But he did it. This guy with the receding hairline and the Rick Ross beard and, you know what I mean? He beat up this pretty boy athlete with the straight teeth from Ohio, man. But here's the deal. I hope we understand marketing schemes now, which is what Jared turned out to be. To me, he was. Now, if I'm wrong, now, based off of how he comes back, we'll see. But there's no light work at this time. There's no light work at all. So all of that diamond earrings and smiling and okay. Spend some time with your dog, and he has an infant baby. Spend some time with your baby, your comfort animal, your girlfriend or wife. Hopefully it's a wife. You know how that goes. Hopefully. And next week, get back in the gym, look at the tape, analyze what happened, get to work, and call Charles Martin, the guy that almost beat you, and ask him, man, how'd you do that off the couch? And I bet you Charles Martin could give you some game. But you can sit back and get depressed and blame the world for it. You think I want to see the worst for this kid? Absolutely not. I was annoyed at the route he was going. And this is what he didn't need. Now, how he rebounds will make him. But he needs to understand that this is not, there's no light work. We've seen this already now. Putting him in the ring with someone made to order to get his confidence back is not going to help him. There's no room for it. No one's going to pay to see him beat up a ham and egg anymore. Those days are done. That's over. That's over. We watched it on ESPN. A bunch of guys he was supposed to beat. What does he do now? I think Hrgovic is a good comeback fight. Now, why is it that America didn't know about Martin Bakole? Why is it that Soul Power, what up, bro? 5 days, that's right. We in there. ATL's lit. Why is it that we don't know these things? Why is it? You see, this is a problem, man. The American fans, when we get on our platforms and we say, man, y'all really don't know boxing, this is what we be talking about. This is what we be talking about. You know how many people just turned it on and said, oh, yeah, this is my man Jared, man. This is going to be a cakewalk. It was in complete and total shock when he got his behind kicked. But if you remember my pick, I said Bakole going to get him. I got Bakole winning. And I ain't talking about personal feelings or nothing like that. I just said, man, this dude Bakole gonna get him. Why? Because I knew his name. I knew his name. And I knew the legend of him. Do you know his legend is just as thorough as, you remember when you heard about Floyd Mayweather getting pieced up and sparring by this kid? And then like a year or two later, we found out it was Errol Spence. And then Floyd didn't deny it. Remember that? Yeah, like that. Bakole, like that. The legend, like that. Oh, who beat him up in sparring? Oh, this the cat? He did this? Oh my goodness. I picked Bakole to win. Because I knew about him. And when this fight was signed, I said, yo, I don't know about this one. I did say, listen, man. And this is the double-edged sword of the ignorance of the American audience. This is the double-edged sword. If Jared had styled on Bakole and stopped him or just beat him 12 rounds and battered him, everyone would have been saying, man, that dude Bakole was an ish and he a hype job. I'd have been like, no, he's not. Jared is just that good because Bakole is an absolute monster. If Jared had beat Bakole the way Bakole beat him, I'd have been like, yo, hold on. Jared is the truth. But you know what? The American ignorance would have been like, well, I don't know who that guy is. Who's that guy? See, I don't know. Just like we said, just like I said, I picked David Morrell to win, but I said, that's not going to be an easy win. Y'all thinking he going to go in there and knock this dude out. I said, nah, y'all don't know this guy. I can't pronounce his last name or his first name, to be very frank, but I've seen that guy. The first time I saw Morrell's opponent, Supreme Beast, salute. And if I miss you in the chat, know that I love you. The first time I saw that guy, because he looks like Kelly Pavlik. That's what caught my eye. I said, yo, this dude like Kelly Pavlik, man. But I saw him on a Pro Box card right here on YouTube. And he was getting busy. So I did some more homework on him. I said, oh, okay. I said, yeah, all right, I'm gonna keep my eye out on this gentleman. No Epstein. And then David Morrell's next opponent, and I'm looking at the last name, and I'm like, how do I know this name? And Stormy told me, he said, yo, that was the dude that was on the Pro Box card. I said, oh! Now I picked Morrell to win, but I said, man, if Morrell knocks him out, Morrell is that dude, and you saw he was giving Morrell problems. He was giving Morrell problems. Morrell won. There was no controversy. He won, but I said, man, this guy, this is not going to be a cakewalk, man, at all. That was a thorough fight. What I'm saying is, y'all know this Turk Al-Sheikh is giving you these matchups, and some of those fights, you're like, okay, the bigger name should win, and then he get in there and get steamrolled. It happened to Hrgovic. I thought Daniel Dubois was a quitter. He went in there and stepped to Hrgovic and beat him. You see? Those matchups ain't what you think. Somebody's putting Turk up on game. You see that man on the right side laughing? I asked Eddie Hearn. He didn't have time to answer me. I said, what have you learned about the American market since you've been working here? And he said, it's a good question. But I would love to ask him that again and see what he says. You know why? Y'all know what that smile really is about? One round with George. What up, bro? Y'all know what that smile is really about? He's figured it out. He knows that the American public has a short attention span. The American boxing public, Paul Carrick, salute. The boxing American public aren't as educated as the years of experience that he has, and Frank Warren, and, you know, Bob Arum is 104 years old. He's hired people to do the thinking for him. And the people he's hired are not as educated as Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn. And I'm just speaking facts. Y'all think I'm an Eddie Hearn guy? I'm not. He's a liar and everything. But he knows boxing. Frank Warren knows boxing. They're telling Turk, yo, you put this guy in the ring with this guy in the ring with it. Listen, our brother Deontay ain't need to be in the ring with damn Zilly Zhang. After that layoff, he didn't need to be in the ring with him. He was supposed to be fighting Jarrell Miller that night, man. There was history there, and there was also a long layoff between the two of them. Well, Miller had a comeback fight, but it really wasn't nothing. He wasn't supposed to be in there with Zhang. Zhang was still hot. They knew that. They knew that. Matchups are important. George, how important is matchmaking? How important is matchmaking? And I know these guys get put on the pedestal, and the guy that you support, you think he could beat the world, but no, I'm telling you, matchmaking is important. Might not want to admit it, but it is. There's always somebody. There's somebody in a gym somewhere on this planet, on some continent, that is gonna beat Martin Bakole, and probably will make it look easy. We just don't know who he is yet. I'm telling you, these guys seemingly come out of nowhere. They don't come out of nowhere. They've been there. If you sprinkle a little racism on it, yeah, you know, Cameron Duncan did expose the truth behind a no black fighter list in the offices of Top Rank. There's also that, which is why no black fighter should be on Top Rank. But there you go, you know, Big Baby Miller. As a matter of fact, there was a video of Bob Arum telling Miller, I'm sorry, not Jared Anderson. There's video of him after the loss. Bob Arum is telling him, you know, we'll get you back in the ring. We'll get you some more fights. Look, man, at this point, who's going to be looking forward to Jared Anderson on ESPN on a Friday night or Saturday night? Who's going to stop what they're doing to watch him come back against a ham and egger? No, I'm not. I watch the replay, but if I'm busy that night, I'm not going to stop. Because at this point, he needs to be fighting names. But he was never ready. This was a fail by his camp. And again, when will y'all understand that Sugar Hill is overrated as a human being? Sugar Hill was in his camp, man. Wait a minute. Before I go off on a rant on that, am I bugging? Was Sugar Hill not in his camp? Or am I off on that? Before we go any further, was Sugar Hill in his camp? Yes or no? Just put it in the chat. He said thank you about Sugar Hill. He's overrated as a human being. He was there, right? Okay. Now, you would think he has some sort of boxing IQ, right? I mean, yeah, he trained Tyson Fury. Also got him beat. Never forget, Sugar Hill was right there when Fury almost lost to Francis Ngannou. AJ gets in there with Ngannou and made easy work of him. It's just like, it's like watching two different people. It is two different people, but like, what's going on? How did Tyson Fury almost lose to Francis Ngannou? And Ngannou gets smoked by AJ. What the hell? Maybe it was a fluke. Maybe. But before that, I'm in the Garden and I watched Anthony Durrell get smoked by Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant's not a knockout artist. And that was a violent knockout. I said, oh man, is he okay? What is this? That was Sugar Hill, y'all. That was Sugar Hill. So I'm looking at Jared Anderson. That's Sugar Hill, y'all. Sugar Hill, baby. Sugar. I wanna chill on Sugar Hill. Shout out to AZ, underrated lyricist. We're not gonna talk about Sugar Hill? Don't worry, I got you. Just those three things. What's up? What's going on now? This was Trainer of the Year. What happened? What happened? Where was the coaching? But wait a minute, watch this. When this fight was presented to Anderson, where was Sugar Hill saying, we ain't doing this? Now, if I'm sitting on my couch watching this, so I'm on the internet watching this, I'm like, I can't gauge Jarrett. Oh my God, that Charles Martin fight, I didn't like that. Now, I don't know if Sugar Hill was with him back then, but at that point, wouldn't it make sense to go back and look at the fighter's problems and say, all right, man, you know what? Call up Charles Martin. Get him into the camp. There's only so much I could teach him, but let's get him some sparring. Let's get him some education. Exactly, Stormy. Sugar Hill running around the UK with his shirt off, with a bald head, with shades on, looking like Tyson Fury's mini-me. It's disgusting in these streets. My God.
Stupid butts.
So there was, how good of a coach is Sugar Hill really? I want to know who the sparring partners was. I want to know what the strategy was. Because he didn't execute anything. You kidding me? What was the plan? That's why I'm calling him the smart bomb. And they're gonna act like this guy is new and out the box and know where he come from. I'm telling y'all, he's been there the whole time. Couldn't get a fight. Now he got one and he's shining. And who'd he shine on? An undefeated, young, 24-year-old American heavyweight. But here's the thing. I never trusted Jarrett to begin with. And I explained to you why. The marketing of him and his attitude has nothing to do with why I didn't trust him. It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. Stylistically, I could not gauge him. There's a bunch of fighters that I had to give credit to that I didn't like personally. KK Kovalev. At one point, he was the best light heavyweight in the world, and I hated that. But nobody was beating him at that time. You think I liked watching Bernard Hopkins get knocked around the ring by him? I hated it. But truth is truth. It's the same thing here. Yeah, Bakole versus AJ, or do you mean F.A. Jagba? Hell, F.A. Jagba was probably one of the ones that broke up Charles Martin's ribs. He's a big dude. No Epstein. Man, I'll never forget that. He said, man, I landed in the UK. They had me sparring the week of the fight. They got these giant African dudes in there. One of those dudes broke my ribs. Imagine sparring F.A. Jagba for 3 rounds. They ring the bell, and then Bakole walks in there. Like, what the hell? What are you doing? I'm about to fight for the championship. The result was broken ribs. I was like, why they have you sparring hard on fight week? What the hell? It was all the setup, y'all. Go listen to it. It was all the setup. But salute to Charles Martin. Because Charles Martin puts up a better fight against Bakole than Jared Anderson. And here's what I want Jared to understand. Now, your worst fears as far as being a professional has come true. Because all these kids, they're all on social media, and they all play games, and they laugh at the memes, and, you know, they do things like this.
Stupid butts.
Yeah. Now, I ain't checking for things on social media, but he got pinballed around the ring. Are there memes? I don't know. Y'all tell me. I don't know. Don't nobody want to be. They would rather duck title fights than to be on a Summer Jam screen. And if y'all don't know what that means, that's an old slogan. When you're on a Summer Jam screen, it's not good. Shout out to Jay-Z and rest in power to Prodigy from Mobb Deep, but Jay did him dirty. I remember when he did that. That was like breaking news on New York radio. That was They stopped everything. They were playing an R&B song, and Funk Flex on a morning show cut. I didn't even know why he was even in the damn studio. He was like, check what happened at Summer Jam. And this is a little before the internet took off. Flatboy plays, salute. He said, great call, salute, Drew. Salute to you, good brother. Much love. Yup. And he had a picture of Prodigy when he was younger doing ballet. And the line was, when I was pushing weight back in 88, you was a ballerina. I got your pictures, I seen you. And they put up a big old screen on summer. The concert was called Summer Jam. And I think Al Heyman has something to do with that concert. It was a summer concert with the hottest hip hop and R&B artists. And that was when Jay-Z put out the blueprint, and he put out on that screen, he put out a whole picture of Prodigy when he was a kid doing ballet. And the crowd went crazy. And when they asked Jay, he said, just know that I paid a lot of money for that picture. He got it from a relative. Somebody done sold the brother out, man. Family, man, this family could be difficult, bro. That's crazy. But anyway, you know, social media has become the Summer Jam screen. So now Jared, he said all the right things when he lost. But where does he go? And the fact that he's already, you know, a head case with a security dog, and he likes to drink and get DUIs, and his mama babies him. Okay, baby, it's gonna be all right, baby. Yo, man, who taught him how to be a man? I'm just asking these real questions because this is pivotal in his career right now. How he bounces back is gonna be pivotal. Jimmy Bernard, salute. Oh, I know, Longhorn, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Everybody in the industry knew, everyone in the UK at least, they knew who Bakole was. They knew who he was. And it's a shame that no one on Jared's team second thought this. And if Sugar Hill plays a part, if he played a part in that, okay, yeah, we could take this fight. Shame on him, man. You need to fire him, bro. I'm being serious. You need to fire him. Jared Anderson, somebody in this team, fire him. Because y'all were not supposed to take this fight at all. This was horrible. This was horrible matchmaking. And it's okay if Bakole said, oh, I went to Jared and he didn't want to fight, nobody would have cared over here. You know why? Because American fight fans are idiots. Oh, you did, drop the Tony Yoka fight. Well, watch this, brother. Do you think the American public is paying attention to who Tony Yoka is? I mean, we are. How many Americans, when was the last time, all right, me and Thomas, let's say me, Thomas, and George, we're just out, you know, drinking a beer. We would probably be the only three people talking boxing in an entire Buffalo Wild Wings. Nobody pays attention to boxing like that anymore, except us. We'll start dropping names. They'll be like, who's that? And they'll go to Google and they'll see Jared Anderson and look that he's 6'4", 240 pounds. He's from Ohio and he got diamond studs and he got shades on. And it's like, oh, I guess he's good. Look how he's living. And you see Bakole walking with his pants pulled up over his belly button, looking like a grandpa with an ugly shirt, smiling, looking like a swolled up John the Beast Mugabe. Looking like John Mugabe and I don't know, Sam Peter did fusion. And they did the fusion dance. John Beast Mugabe. Salute. DJ Zion Love, Michael Ray. Shower, salute. That's crazy. John Mugabe and Sam Peter did the fusion dance and made it made Mike Bakole.
Whoa! Go! Stupid butts.
Oh my God, he's really two people. My God. You can't market this guy to the American public, and that's all America cares about. And they paid for it. Edgar, what up? They paid for it. Jared was never, bro, listen, man. Go look at the top heavyweights in any sanctioning body and tell me who you think Jared beats at this point. Just tell me. Tell me. Get out of here. Let me run this video again for those of you that missed it.
I'll shake your head because I'm a businessman, but you know.
What? You worried I said it's a 50-50?
Don't bet against
It's a
me.
50-50.
I ain't never said no 50-50.
Who?
He fighting against me. He ain't no fucking 50-50.
In my opinion,
That's cool.
it's a
That-
50-50.
You let me be that.
That's good.
Don't bet your money on
That's
me.
good.
Don't bet your fucking money on me.
Though.
You're all right.
I said if you're the real deal,
Make a wager.
maybe.
Oh, all right.
No, I hope you win.
You got my DM. You can have my number if you want it.
Oh, what, you want to bet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I DM you. Listen, I'm saying, as I said in the media, if you win this fight, you're the real deal.
All right, you gonna find
All
out.
right, so if you're the real deal, you're gonna win.
I do. You
All right?
find out.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Hey man, I told y'all, so whoever did not bet with Joseph Parker, stupid. I told y'all, y'all don't listen. Congratulations, brother. They prayed on your downfall.
Stupid butts.
And I'm 24, man, so.
Stupid butts. Stupid butts. Stupid butts.
Stupid butts.
How he handles the loss is going to be very pivotal. It's going to be very pivotal how he handles this loss. And if you're a hard-body karate fan of his, you got to ask yourself, how does he pan out with his depression, his security animal? His mama, is she like okaying him to death or saying, no. Rest up for about 72 hours and go for a jog. I want you back in the gym on Tuesday. Is she that type of mom? Where's his father? Just curious. These are real questions. Because, and as a mother, if she understands anything, if she's really immersed into this industry like she is, listen, man. Find out who failed and put your baby in the ring with this guy when your baby wasn't ready. When this fight was announced, I didn't like this. And now y'all see these Turk Al-Sheikh events, it's not what you think. The more popular fighter might not win. Might not win, depending on who it is. I said the same thing with Miller and Andy Ruiz. I said, I'm picking Miller. People was like, what? Yo, the hand speed and Andy. I said, no. Andy ain't been in the ring for 2 years. And he's not in any better looking shape that I've seen. He has natural fast hands. I get that. But he also went through a nasty divorce, and now he's dating some Instagram model. I don't know what that is. But you got to factor in these things. And what normally Andy has gone 12 rounds, and although he looks like that, cardio was never an issue with him. You notice that? That's just how he's built. He's gone 12 rounds before, but cardio was never an issue. This fight, after round 4, his mouth was hanging open. I said, there goes the 24 months being out the ring. There you go right there. Inactivity. And that's why. And then when Jarrell sat on stage, I'm looking at his face. I said, he's not as bloated. He said, I was in camp and I turned around and lost 50 pounds. He didn't say it was a fat camp. He said he was in there training, working. Then, then he noticed he made it seem like he noticed he lost 50 pounds. I said, oh, he's taking this serious. So there it is. Andy was being Andy, and then after round 4, his mouth was hanging open. I thought Miller won the fight, but that was why I picked Miller to win. They had it a draw. People were saying Andy was going to win by knockout. Very possible. Andy has the tools, and I believe Andy could beat Jarrell in a rematch if Andy stays busy. But 2 years out the ring, nah, not with Andy's habits, eating and stuff like that. We're just talking boxing now, right? And I like Andy. He just has to get that under control. He needs a dietitian. His personal life, I don't know what's going on there. Get that under control. If your personal life's under control and your mind is clear, you get a dietitian and you're running every day and you're working on your craft, guarantee you, Andy needs to be walking around. He needs to be in the ring at 230, 235. And he'll feel better. And his look will be better. And your look is a byproduct of how you take care of yourself. If you eat bad, you're gonna look bad. You can't be like that. When you're youthful, you might get away with certain things. But once you hit 30 and then 35, you can't walk around looking like that. It caught up to Butterbean. Y'all saw what happened to Butterbean? Salute to Diamond Dallas Page. He saved his life, man. Butterbean, when he stopped competing, his eating lifestyle never changed, and it caught up to him. He was walking with crutches and everything. He was messed up. Diamond Dallas Page has a yoga program, and with the change of diet and everything, now Butterbean can walk again. It's on YouTube. I mean, the brother almost died, man. It was sad. I said, man, that's Butterbean. You can't walk around in life like that. It's going to catch up to you. Now, imagine being a fighter with those habits. When you stop fighting, if Andy stopped fighting, if he didn't get the AJ fight, I heard he was going to retire. That's what he said, something like that. He felt he got robbed against Joseph Parker. Bob didn't have any faith in him. They said, man, get this fat boy out of here. If Andy really left the sport and the AJ fight doesn't happen, you remember how he looked in the AJ fight, in the second fight? He'd look worse than that. You'd have saw him working wherever and be like, you used to be a boxer? Boxing saved that man's life. He needs to respect himself a little more. And I like Andy. And that's why I'm saying that. If this was a dude I couldn't stand, I'd be like, man, get out of here. Get Andy the F up out of here. Andy needs to curb that. And listen, he can't have people around him that don't tell him, man, stop eating, bro. You're an active fighter. You need to be consuming, if you don't have nothing lined up, you need to be consuming only 2,000 calories a day. You need to be running every day, man. And hitting the bag every day. You wake up in the morning, you eat a little something, you go for a run, you hit the bag, and then continue with your day. And before you go to bed, you do some stretches and you watch some tape and stay sharp. Mentally, stay sharp. You gotta live a fighter's lifestyle. He's not. He could have beat Jarrell, but that 24-month layoff, and I know what he was going through on the side, and then his mouth hanging open after round 4, I said, This is why I picked Jarrell to beat him. It was a draw, but, it is what it is. J Bean Boxing and Better, salute to you, brother. He said, Ajit Cabiel, the body snatcher, is another unknown guy waiting in the bushes to surprise somebody and make a name for himself at heavyweight. And I'm gonna tell you something, J Bean. He already has. Who's that giant Russian dude that looked like a caveman that he fought on a turkey card? He was an underdog in that fight and stopped him with what? Body shots. Then the next turkey event, who did he stop? The Cuban Flash. Stopped him to the body. But you're paying attention, J Bean, you're paying attention. I'm paying attention. Thomas and George and all of y'all paying. Stormy spoke on that. This guy's a problem. He's a problem. But the American public, they're like, yo, who the hell is Ajit Cabiel? Ain't no one checking for no Ajit Cabiel. Why? Because he's not rapping and having a bunch of girls twerking around him. I mean, the attention span of the American boxing fan is like, y'all know when a baby's sitting in the car seat and it's crying and you gotta take the keys and just a shiny object, just shake it in front of the baby, and now they're just hypnotized. That's the boxing public. Crazy stuff, right? Oh, man. I don't know why you ain't have a wrench. That's crazy. Crazy stuff, man. My brother Trill Will in that super chat, much love, man. 5 more days. He said, it's time. Can't wait to meet you, bro. LDBC Family Reunion 2024. I'm geeked. Salute, man. I'll be down there Thursday in the morning, too. Thursday in the morning. Hell yeah. Yeah, Gary, that's the guy's name. Oslandbeck. That guy looked like a caveman, bro. He had the Hulk brow and the way they put the camera on him during the stare down, he was like, man, Ajit said, watch this. He bust his ribs up and had him kneeled over. I bet the ref was like, what's that smell? Crapped his pants, man. Beat him down. But I'm going to tell you, that next event, when he stopped the Cuban Flash, I was like, uh-oh. But guess what? Tate Jones told me about him. He said, don't put all your eggs in that Cuban Flash basket, because I know some stuff. I said, really? So I never said it out loud. I just watched, and I said, son of a monkey. He's right. But ain't no one checking for Ajit Cabiel. You see what I'm saying? JB, you see what I'm saying? The American boxing public, I always said the UK fans are better as far as boxing is concerned. UK fans are better. They back their guys. They back their guys, whether they're white or black, or you know, Middle Eastern, because you know they love Prince Nassim Ahmed. They loved Amir Khan when he was on this stuff. They love Kell Brook. They back their guys. They do. When it comes to them fighting Americans, they back their guys. And they're way more educated on the sport than American fans. That's the truth. So now you got Bakole, who's a smart bomb. You got Ajit Cabiel, or agitated cabbage, right? That's what we was calling him, Mr. Shelton. Agitated cabbage. He just stopped 2 real dudes. Now you got Bakole. Now you got Zhang running around here. Yo, do y'all remember the jokes? There was a black man, a white man, and a Chinese man. Let me see if I can remember one of those jokes. There was a black man, a white man, and a Chinese man. And he went to the top of this magic mountain. And it was said that if you jump off the mountain, you can shout out a name, and whatever name you shout out, you can turn into. So the Chinese man jumps off the mountain. He says, an eagle. He turns to the eagle and flies away. Right? The white man jumps off, and he says, "Bear!" He turns to a bear, he falls to the ground, rolls off, and he goes into the forest. The black man goes to jump off the mountain, trips on a rock, and says, "Oh, ish!"
Stupid butts.
Splat. Done. So we got Zhang, Adjikabiel, and Bakole. American fans, if you don't understand that they're trying to knock off all these American fighters, I don't know what to tell you. I know Tay ain't been live in forever, but he said this a while ago. Zhang, Kabiel, Bakole. Y'all don't see a pattern here at all? You know, y'all don't. Okay, all right. Stay sleeping. It's okay. I'm good. I'm good. Just because I want to. Yeah, come on! Yeah, man, come on!
With what? With what? With what? With what? With what?
Better than that! Today's live stream is brought to you by Straight Drop weight loss formula. This stuff works. I was on it for 2 weeks, right? And I'm not an ego lifter anymore. I'm an old man, and I went to the gym. This was like about 3 weeks ago. I'll go to the gym, and I said, I ain't wilding out no more. But there was, you know, they had the young bloods in there, and they like to test their might on the bench press. So I'm looking at 4 or 5 on the bench, and I'm looking. And they look at me, they say, "You want some, OG?" I said, nah. They said, "We know you can pick that up." I said, "Listen, all right, I'm gonna try." I said, "If I lock out, just pick it up, man." Lay it down on the bench, 4 plates. And for those of you that lift, y'all know. You know what time it is as soon as you touch the bar and kind of push up, what kind of day it's gonna be. I just pushed up a little bit, and I, you know, rotator cuffs was okay, the delts was popping, and I was like, and they said, "You need a lift?" I said, "I'll let you know in a second." I just picked it up, and it was flush against the bar. When I picked it up, it was kind of like, oh. I said, "I think I got it." 3 reps. Put it back. I was like, yo. Now, a lot of it is mental. I ain't even gonna hold you. A lot of it is mental. I just said I wasn't trying to do that no more. A lot of it is mental, but I said, man, here's the facts. I was feeling good. And I was sweating extra. I only do a mile on the treadmill. When I go into the gym, mile on the treadmill, I try and do like a little over an 8-minute mile, maybe 9 minutes. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm not like a great runner like that. Get the heart rate up. I do like maybe a 8 or 9 minute mile. Then I jump rope for 3 rounds. Then I have a calisthenic routine. Then I work abs, and then I hit 2 body parts. Right? When I got off that treadmill, I was a little more soaked than usual. A little more soaked. was feeling good. Say, wow. And fellas, y'all know when y'all work out, we know. Come home, take a shower, whatever. Yeah, Mr. Shelton, I was on the bench like, up. Fellas, this right here make you want to tear something up. I'll just say that because, you know, I'm under the watchful eye of Miguel.
Miguel!
What he say? What is that? Straight drop? Bring that to San Francisco. I will straight drop you, your fine ass Jew Titan.
Miguel! Miguel!
Chill, Miguel. You can send your mama, though. I heard she can remove her teeth. I'm on that type of time. She's a Countess Gumula. Just, you know, just tonsils. I treat her tonsils like a speed bag. Back her throat. Oh, yeah, I got jokes. Ram Eagle salute. Oh my God. Yeah, remove those teeth. Shout out to Miguel.
Miguel! Miguel!
You're not sending out my notifications. You lying on my watch time. You're doing all of that stuff, man. It's okay. Documentation beats conversation, man. That's all right.
Stupid butts!
I got that soundbite. It's over. But salute to Bakole. And I know it seemed like I was more leaning on Jared Anderson, but I'm not saying anything that's not true. And in actuality, this comes from a place of concern. Because you know what I don't want? How tragic would it be if he goes, Tony G, what up? If he goes off the deep end? Who wants that? I don't want that. Going off the deep end and do what? And it's something to talk about. What does he do next? There's no light work on this. You don't need no warm-ups. He fought Charles Martin, had a rough end of the fight, and then they put him in the ring with a smaller guy made to order, who was in survival mode the whole time, didn't learn anything. And then they give him Bakole, and look what happens. I'm saying that word up, Queen. I'm saying that his team failed him. The people around him failed him. The matchmakers failed him. They failed this kid. And this is not the time to be babying this big baby. And you saw him throw it out there, I'm 24. When has Devin Haney ever used his age, his youth as an excuse for anything? Devin Haney doesn't make excuses for anything. That's why this whole Ryan Garcia thing was so amazing to me. He never made an excuse. He said, Allah's a perfect planner, you know, blah, 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 wasn't my night, whatever. He ate that. It was Bernard Hopkins acting the fool in the ring. Allahu Akbar! And then when Bill and Henry went to shake hands, Bernard got between them and separated them. I was like, what is he doing? He's really taking this personal, isn't he? He really is. He started a fight at the weigh-in. It was crazy. That dude's crazy. But no word on the Al Heyman emails when they called him Black Hitler. Didn't say anything. Didn't say anything. So this is the type of dysfunction that we're dealing with as black fans over here. Crazy stuff. Devin didn't make any excuses. Ryan popped. And then we did what we supposed to do. Wait a minute, what's this about? If you didn't know what ostomy was, you read it. And you say, oh, he's not supposed, and then Even if you don't know what Austrian is, what you need to know is it's on a ban list in New York. It was supposed to be there. And then we had to deal with, it was a little amount. Guess what? You find a car stalled out in the middle of the highway. And you stop to help the person. You're like, well, what happened? I ran out of gas. I was trying to get to the gas station about 2 miles up. I had a smidget of gas in there. I know when you started your journey, you had more than that. You thought you could make it, you didn't. Ostarine. Y'all know he didn't put that little amount of Ostarine in his system. Y'all know he was coming off of a cycle. Y'all know that. Y'all know how this works. They were just standing in the pocket for Ryan. Why? Because it was Devin. They put the camera on him at the event. They booed him. Cheered Loma, booed Devin. Why? Cheered Loma, booed Devin, laughed at Shakur for pressing Loma. Hey, hi Shakur, I'll be talking about you tomorrow. Do you get it yet? And I'm gonna ask a question. And this is a real question. Are the Puerto Ricans standing in the pocket justice for Shakur? Loma ducked everybody, and they ducked our Boricua brothers. Did I miss it? It's a real question. No, but now I got to talk about it tomorrow. You stepped to him saying, why you won't fight me? He says, yo, we can go in the parking lot. So let me get this straight. And this is tomorrow. Let me get this straight, Loma. Shakur steps to you, not to fight you in public, but he was asking you, why don't you fight me in the ring? And you said, we can go in the parking lot right now. You're just as stupid as Tank when he stepped to Devin at a parking lot when Turk said, I'll give you $50 million to punch him in the face. There was money on the table for you to fight Tank, and you could have fought Shakur. You talking about let's go fight outside? You idiot. Did anybody else catch that or just me? But I forgot. I'm a hater. Right. Whole time, Devin out here fighting. Everybody needs to fight, taking short money, going to different countries. Y'all boo him. Yeah. Jared Anderson, he's next up. Bakole. But those that were educated knew he shouldn't have been in there with him. Sugar Hill, he knew exactly who. He rolled around with Tyson Fury. You think he didn't know who Bakole was? Well, I'm sorry. Did he really think he can coach Jared to a win? Or was he there for a payday?
Stupid butts.
Big D says he wants to see Jared versus Dillian White. That's funny because me and Stormy talked about that behind the scenes. I don't trust Jared Anderson at this point. I don't think he beats Dillian White. You know why? First of all, I don't think Dillian White will come to America to fight him. I think if that fight is a conversation, he'd have to go to the UK or the Middle East to go fight Dillian White. Number one. Number two, Dillian White knows how to lose already. He's like, I've been knocked out. What's the worst that can happen? And nonsense aside, Dillian White is a big puncher. Dillian White has heart. You can hurt him, he'll come back. He has heart. Plus, if the fight is in the UK, they're going to cheat Jared out of his socks. Dillian White's going to cycle on some crap. 1 minute he fat, next minute he looking like Mr. Universe. I don't like that fight for Jared. I don't. Not against Dillian White. I don't like it. They'll put him versus... Watch. Derek Chisora says he has 3 more fights. Can he beat Derek Chisora at this point? I don't trust this kid. I do not trust this kid. I think Derek Chisora, who's long in the tooth, I think he's smarter than Jared. Jared has a game plan that he'll execute, but then when he gets hit, He doesn't know how to reset and fix anything. And we've seen that. And I'm not even talking about the Bakole fight. I'm talking about Charles Martin. What happened in the last part of that fight shouldn't have happened. I learned what I needed to know about him. Exactly, DOG. This right here. This was done on purpose, y'all. Tay Jones been saying this. What do all those fighters having? Wilder, Devin, Jarrett. Devin is a near miss, and we don't even, man, I'm so mad that they tried to do that to Devin, man. We don't know how he's going to be. Punch resistance and everything. We don't know how he's going to be when he gets back. That's why the rest is very important. It's very important. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. If y'all think for 2 seconds that Tank Davis is not on this chopping block, you're mistaken. You think for 2 seconds that Shakur is not being set up to get got, you're mistaken, man. There's a reason why Lomachenko is sitting out. Somebody told him, sit out, sit out, sit out. We're doing something. The only fight to make is Shakur versus Tank. But why is Loma not getting all this ridicule for ducking Tank? And you see what happened to Jared Anderson. You see what they did to Deontay. They sat him out for a year and then put him in the ring with Zhang. Look what they did. Look what they tried to do to Devin. Well, they gave him his O back, but we don't know the extent of the damage. It's concerning to me. So all of you guys, Tankamaniacs and Shakur fans, don't think for 2 seconds that you're not on the microscope. They got you. Spotlight's on y'all. Y'all think this is just boxing and the chips are falling the way they're falling. No. And that's what they want you to believe. This is an all-out assault. Don't I always say it's deeper than boxing? Y'all gonna learn. When Shakur get in there and get his ass beat, y'all gonna learn. They're trying to get him right now. If Devin Haney said, I'm not fighting Tank, money don't move me, the internet, YouTube would have exploded. Knockout would be doing knockout. Our brother Knockout 86 would have been doing a marathon stream dragging Devin if he did what Loma did. And guess what? And salute to Eric Jordan in that super chat. Much love. He says, Miguel. Miguel. And guess what? Brother KO will be justified. If Devin did exactly what Loma did, exactly what he did, KO will be right. I'll be like, yo, nah, bro. I'm supposed to take that fight. But Loma did it, and I know KO said a lot about it, but where's everybody else? What's up? How does Lomachenko not have as much haters as Black American haters as Devin has? Harlem in the building. What up, Gerard? I'll say it one more time. Thank you, Harvey. That's exactly what I'm saying. How is it that Lomachenko doesn't have as many haters, Black American haters, as Devin does? Look at the resume. Look at the accomplishments. He went to fight for Undisputed in another country with half his camp wasn't there. He had to win it over there and defend it over there and took short money. Y'all didn't say anything. Lomachenko got 3 losses. Duck Devin was chasing Tank. Y'all was mad at him for that. Now Tank says, let's fight. And he says, I'm not interested. Just sunned the whole 135 division. Got Shakur walking up on him. And that little white boy turned flush red and said, let's go outside. Let's go outside. He was like, wait, I'm talking about hell in the ring. Just sunned you. So let's get this straight. He's ducking the Tank Davis payday. He's threatening to fight Shakur in the parking lot. And y'all not saying anything. Y'all are joking. Oh, man, look what he told Shakur. I'm like, wait a minute. he get to treat these ERs like ERs. But Devin says, man, I never let a white boy beat me. And y'all lost y'all mind, didn't y'all? Look, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. There shouldn't be any black Lomachenko fans, man. I mean, trolling and joking around, that's one thing. But when I say there shouldn't be, I'm not saying he's an unlikable guy, but we're talking about principle here. There's a racial aspect behind this. When I say there shouldn't be any black fans, here's what I mean. I never said Lomachenko can't fight. I never said he was trash in the ring. But I know what he represents. I know what he represents. And I said, and y'all heard me say it a million times, I'm going to say it 1,000,001. Lomachenko's nice with it. But he don't need my help. He don't need my support because the red carpet was rolled out for him. You can't tell me to support that guy when after his first pro fight, Bob Arum told us that he hasn't seen anything this great since Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard. I said, oh man, that ain't taking long. He don't need my support. The red carpet's rolled out for him. They're gonna move him around and get him title shots. Loses his second pro fight. They didn't hold him feet to the flames and say, hey man, he needs to run that rematch. They didn't do that with him. He got a title shot, his third fight, I believe. Am I wrong on that? And they put this guy on the pedestal. I still didn't say he's trash. I'm just saying, yo, look. Name a black fighter they did this for. So when I say things like that, don't call me racist. Because you can't call me a liar. That happened. And it's still happening. He's supposed to be fighting Tank. And y'all know I don't deal with Tank. But we're talking reality here, right? Right. He's supposed to be fighting Tank. After chasing this dude for 5 years, you're supposed to take this opportunity. I don't want to hear about money don't move you. What? But where's the videos, y'all? The only person that's been on that is KO. I ain't seen anybody else. It makes me believe that these loudmouth Tank fans, and I'm not talking about KO, these other fans, I think all of them, the rest of them are like, phew, thank God Loma don't want to fight us. As if y'all in this camp for real. Us. Because that little white boy, I never wanted my Tank in there with his sexy cornrows and tattoos. Love how he sags his pants and his lack of understanding of the English language. I don't want him in there with that white boy from the Ukraine. That's what I'm thinking. Because had Devin did what Loma did, there'd be 400 people in my comment section right now. Yo, what you gonna say about Devin? What you gonna say about Devin? Oh, you gonna Devin? Devin. Mm-hmm. It needs to be you Negroes. Effing ponderous.
With butt. Nigga! Stupid butts.
Pep talk tonight. Got a lot to discuss, but before that, catch me and the Sensei on his channel. We're gonna be talking about the cult classic, The Warriors. Yeah, love that film. Filmed in the Bronx, some of it. If y'all never saw The Warriors, shame on you. And it plays a huge part in American culture. We're gonna talk about tonight. That's Stormy B-Man. That's the channel, all caps, but no cap. And then after that, Pep Talk. I'll be discussing Houston. They on fire. But geez Louise, man. But salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. I didn't read any of them. The Cash Apps, I'm sorry. Let me see if anyone. I'll never be reading the damn Venmo. I gotta get better with that. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, we good. Thank you guys. I think the general's on us head over there. And ATL, baby.
Zooming through the skies to infinity and beyond, no idea where I'm finna be. Can only hold out for hope of safe landings, but it's in, I'm gonna take what I'm handed. They gawking up at the skylight. It's a bird, it's a plane, oh my god, it's a being up this high, it was always the plan. At the end of the day, it's just me and my gang. It's just me and my gang. It's just me and my kid. Simple syllabic sonics written about the subject. Supersonic speed, the way people get on it. Sick of infinitesimal problems, slipping through cracks of my conscience. If this beat was a prison, then I'm a convict. I leave the tracks.
Bronx on deck.
Move! Stupid butts!
¡Ah! ¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!